Next, trashy parents. Picking your kids out at 18.
Pathetic.
That is like...
That is literally another situation of setting your kid up for failure.
How many years you think Black people got set back by kicking their kids out at 18?
Minimum 10. Minimum to me. Because
I'm talking about Black people as a whole.
Oh, like as a whole?
The whole era. Because that was a whole era. Like, I think that happened like what? All the way up until like what? 2010? Maybe?
I don't know when people started getting that, because it's like, I mean, it could be 2010.
Let's just say 1980 or 2010. It's like once you turn 18, I need to look up the actual like law when it was like 18 is the legal age. And
I mean,
shit
that's
like
been
that.
like not for forever, but been for a minute.
Like to a point where it's like, all right.
But I'd be more so thinking, how long has that been the mentality? Like, that's what I'm thinking about. How long has that been the mentality that your kid turn 18, they out of here? That was another thing. Somebody stitched that with the trashy parenting drawing. They was like, I knew a friend that her parents was heavy on that drawing. Like, I mean, as soon as you turn 18, like, figure it out. And she said that they were still in high school. Like, the friend's birthday was like February, March. So they're seniors in high school, but she turns 18 like March. She's like, we still got, 2 or 3 months of school left. And they like, oh, well, you're 18 now. So what you about to do? Either you about to pay some bills, or you about to, or you about to move out or whatever. And it's like, I am in high school. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you're 18. It's like, what the fuck does that matter? Like,
I always compare it to why I wouldn't do it to my kids is how I was feeling when I was 18. It was like, just the shit I didn't know. Like this from going from 18 to 28, let's just say 10 years. It's like, God damn, I done learned so much. There was so much stuff that I just
didn't know.
Was oblivious to. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what the hell a mortgage was. You know what I'm saying? Credit cards, LLCs, trade lines, Dun and Bradstreet numbers, multi-family properties. I didn't know what none of that shit was. So just to think that I'm being thrown out into this world where it's 1,001 things that I don't even have a clue of about. It's like, if I could see if you were one of those young, entrepreneurs that figured it out early and you pass it down to your kids and stuff like that, and you kind of see a little lazy in them to where it's like, you know what? I done showed you the ropes and shit like that. But it's like, can you really show your kid the ropes by 18?
In my mind, I be thinking the brain is just not developed. It's just not developed. So you can teach a kid a lot of things, but they're still going to have some childish type ways about them. So to just be like, oh, I told you. It's like, I tell Jordan shit all the time.
Right.
I tell my daughter stuff all the time to where it's like, I mean, you know this stuff, but you don't do it because you're a kid.
Right.
That's just, I always go back to the shower stuff. It's like, if I tell you to take a shower, you know why you have to take a shower.
Right.
But you don't do it unless I keep enforcing it and telling you and stuff like that. It's like, it's the same thing. We turn 18. It's like, you may know about some of these things. You might have heard me tell you and stuff like that, but you may not actually implement them because you're a kid.
Right.
You just like, oh, what I'll do it later.
You do a lot of stupid ass shit when you're a kid. It's just inevitable.
It's just like, and it's like, to me, I be thinking I wasn't even a dumb kid. I wasn't a dumb kid or slow or just doing anything. And I still did stupid shit.
Right.
I still did stupid shit. So that's why I'm like, man, imagine if I had no guidance. Like, I had an extreme amount of guidance when I was, younger and coming up. And I still did stupid shit. So now imagine when parents aren't really tapping in with their kids like that.
Right.
And then you like, oh, well, you 18, like, go ahead. Like, okay, well, I will go ahead. And they just like,
the next thing you know, you just like, damn, I made a mistake again.
Damn,
how am I gonna get up out of this? Next thing you know it, when you turn 25, you backtracking all the mistakes you made.
That you wouldn't have, really didn't have to go through or do if your parents would have been more like, all right, You're 18 now. I feel like there's a time frame. All right, so when they're before 18, there's this time frame where you trying to prep them to be an adult.
Mm-hmm.
When they turn 18 to about 25, there's another time frame to where it's like now you're talking to them because these are things that they can experience because they're an adult.
Right.
So now you're training them in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling them things that's like, okay, you want to do that? All right, when you do that, it's this. When you do that, it's that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just a little, it's the same thing, but it's a little different because now they're able to go and do it. Mm-hmm. They're able to get different consequences and, you know what I'm saying, rewards and stuff off of their now adult-like actions.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm like, y'all just train a child and then 18. It's like somebody said, they was like, where in your mind do you have a 17-year-old and then the next day they turn 18 and you're like, well, you're an adult now, have a good life.
The government.
It's like, what? How does that even make any sense to you when you telling a kid they're an adult when they still can't even go into a bar yet?
Right.
Why do you think they can't drink yet?
Right.
Because they're not an adult.